Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Penapple and today I am building a modern goth apartment thingy majig. Yeah, if you're interested in this build, you can download it off of the gallery. My origin ID is Penapple YT, and in a couple of my other apartment videos I've gone over how to download apartments off of the gallery, since it's kind of complicated because when the Sims team made apartments they didn't really make it so you could share them, which is weird. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. That's been discussed before in great excruciating detail. But what we are here to talk about is the build. And I don't know how, I like how it turned out, but in some ways I feel like it maybe wasn't like edgy enough. I was really trying to go for like really sleek and modern, but at the same time that dark sort of gothic vibe type thing. And so I'm not 100% sure how it turned out. I like how it turned out. I don't know how on point it is, but I tried. It was a little hard because when you think Gothic, I mean literally Gothic is a form of architecture from way back when, and is not modern. But then you also think of all the black clothes and the chains and the white face paint, and that also, how do you translate that into furniture? And so it's kind of interesting. So I tried to make it as modern as possible, mostly just by going with the red, black, and gray color scheme. And I do like how it turned out. I love using these gray walls. I really like them. And then I tried to use a couple of pieces that looked older. I end up using this piano thing, and I think that turned out well, kind of meshing some of the old with the new. And I'm pleased with how it turned out overall. Yeah, I built this one on stream, and the reason why I built it was basically because I was wearing dark gray lipstick, and I also had a bit of some eye makeup mascara going on, and then on top of that I put on a beanie I have, and it's a black beanie, and it has a little pug on it, and it's so cute, and just all of that together made me look very different than usual. It was my appearance took a 360, and I didn't really wear much makeup in high school, so it was a really fun look to sport, because I would have never really been allowed to wear black lipstick in high school. I don't think my parents would have let me for whatever reason. I mean, I remember one day I was wearing a red lipstick, and my dad saw me and he was like, "You're too young to be wearing lipstick," which to this day, I think I was 14, and to this day I'm just what? But then I just never wore it again until I got older. So I've been kind of playing around with makeup lately. I talked about that in the last build too, since I bought it, but yes. But here's that little accent I was talking about. This is kind of an older wallpaper, but I brought it in because it added some depth to it. And then I put a more modern painting on it. And so I do like how that turned out. I think it worked out well. Yeah. But this build, I am talking to you from the past. I'm always talking to you from the past. That's kind of established, but I am going to Pennsylvania for a week to visit family, and so by the time you listen to this, I will already be in Pennsylvania, and I will be a couple days from coming back. But this build was supposed to come out last weekend. And so it seems oh wow, you're doing so good. You're recording ahead and posting this build, while you're in Pennsylvania. But I really, this weekend was supposed to be the house moving castle Sophie's Hat Shop build, but I just didn't think I could swing it. So that's going to be next week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I shouldn't make promises because they just make me anxious. They just make me anxious because I think I told somebody in the comment section on a different video when about to expect the house moving castle thing, and it wasn't even a concrete date, but now I'm oh my god, I've gone back on my word. I have lost all of their faith and trust. It's not really the case though. It's good to just be chill. Oh, could you imagine me if I were chill and relaxed? I don't know who I'd be anymore. Sometimes I'm chill and relaxed. It's kind of rare. But I figured since I'm in Pennsylvania right now, I mean, not currently, but I will be, I could talk about some of my funny Pennsylvania stories, because I've had family in Pennsylvania. All of my mom's side, they're all in Pennsylvania. And so every year we'd go visit them. every summer usually. There was one winter where we went to go visit them, and it didn't snow because it never snows where Penelope is, and so that was really sad. I was so excited because I live in Washington, and in the specific area of Washington where it never snows, except for when I leave it, and then it snows because I'm not there. I guess I just bring the heat or whatever. I'm bringing it. But yeah, so we'd go like every year. It made me a really seasoned flyer too. You know, I'm just used to flying on airplanes now. But for whatever reason, it was always my luggage that got lost. Like, it happened like 3 years in a row where only my luggage got lost. Like, all of our luggage. Like, you know, there was 4 of us going, 4 bags. Mine was the one that got lost 4 or 3 years in a row. And like, I remember like, that was back in the days when they would actually deliver your luggage to you after the fact. Like, and so I remember they would bring me the luggage from the airport. I was like 5 though, so what do I know? And I might have been wrong on the workings of that. I just remember like, it really wasn't a big deal to me. It was more the fact that my mom was worried about the luggage being lost. But it probably would have been a big deal to me if I got to pack my luggage how I wanted to. Because I remember one time my mom asked the babysitter to help me pack and get ready. And so the babysitter was like, okay, start packing. I'll be back in just a second. And so I just started grabbing all of my stuffed animals. And I think she said something like, pack only what you need or something. I was grabbing all my stuffed animals and I threw them in there. And she comes back and the suitcase is just stuffed with all of my plushies. And she just looks at me and she was like, really? So if that had gotten lost, I probably would have been more upset. But as it was just clothes, and I didn't care about those at the time. I spent a lot of time working on the shelf here. I got a little obsessed with it, but I really wanted to like make it unique, and so I don't know. It's okay how it turned out. It's kind of a weird shelving unit and I had to use a lot of move objects, and I'm okay with it. It maybe doesn't look quite as like dark and like intense as I would want it to look like, but I liked how it framed the fireplace. I thought that looked pretty cool, so I kind of just went with it. But yeah, when I was a kid, oh my god, I hated clothes. So like, not like wearing them, but just like the process of getting them, of obtaining clothes and picking them out to wear them, I hated. And like, my mom would spend hours in Gymboree, and I hated it. She'd drag me along with her, and I hated it. I hated going to the mall. I hated shopping. It was awful. Now I like it. You know, it's fun. I mean, part of the problem is I've always been like a chubby little munchkin, like pretty much my entire life. Since I was about 5, I think, is when it stopped being cute. I think it's about, not to me personally, but to like society, it stopped being cute. But so it just made it really hard to find clothes in my size because I was short. And so it's just kind of like, that made shopping really not fun because like, it was kind of just like a constant, wow, you don't fit into anything, do you? And so, that was always really rough. I remember multiple shopping trips ended in me crying. Not necessarily because I was like upset, but just because it was just so like overwhelming, and I don't I don't like those memories at all. But now I do like shopping. Plus size clothing has come a long ways. Oh my god, this mirror, I love this mirror. I'm obsessed with it. I love it too much. But yeah, like, plus size clothing lines are starting to become a thing. They didn't really used to be a thing. I was actually talking about this with a friend, and she was like, there's just so much like cute plus size clothing. It's still so expensive. Like, it's unreasonably expensive. Like, I can understand charging a bit more for the amount of fabric that's used, but this is more than just like a bit. This is like, ooh, let's charge double. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked, but I love what I did here with that little, like, it's supposed to go on the outside of a house, but I sized it down and it looks so cute, and I just loved it. But this is a 2-bedroom apartment, if you hadn't noticed. It also has a laundry room and it has 1 bathroom, and I really like that. It was fun. I think this is the first time I fit a laundry room into an apartment, because like, I haven't done apartments in a while. It's kind of ironic. I was talking about how much I hate furnishing, and you know, I did a whole contest, like, where I had other people furnish for me, and then all of a sudden, I'm furnishing an apartment and it was a lot of fun, and I even had fun with the bathroom and the kitchen. It was weird. I'm just a whole little bundle of contradictions, but the important thing is that I did have fun furnishing this, but one of the really annoying things about apartments is you can't change the windows or exterior doors, like the color. Like, if you could change the color of the inside, that'd be great. Like, I understand, you know, you can't change the outside color of it because it's an apartment, you know, you can't, like, do that per se, but, like, the inside, like, it's really frustrating, but, like, the door to this apartment is brown. That doesn't fit in with my Gothic aesthetic. Wow. Good Lord. I don't know why I said it like that, but it doesn't fit, and it bugged me. So I actually made its own little 2x2 room. I just sequestered it away and put like an actual nice door, the door I wanted there. And like the same thing. I understand if you can't like change the outside of the door, but like the inside. Also, that mirror that was just there, we got that in my first pet stuff pack, and that's honestly the most annoying thing in that whole stuff pack for me, because it's such a kid mirror, but it's so high up that kids can't use it, and so I don't understand. Okay, Penelope, drink some coffee. You saved a little bit of coffee. Drink it. Iced coffee, it's very nice. It's a little weird. It's just an iced latte, but it came with one of the Frappuccino lids. My boyfriend got it for me, and we're not sure why it has a lid. We both came to the conclusion that it's either because somebody is new or they ran out of the other lids. And so it's one of those like little things in life where you just kind of look at it and you're like, that is so wrong. It doesn't look as wrong now that I've drank most of it, but when it was like full, it was like, okay, are you sure? Like, anyways, that's wildly off topic. I mean, I'm always off topic, but I really liked how this bathroom turned out. I love getting to use that red tile. I've used it before, but like, it was just really fun. Like, the last time I used it was, oh my god, like over a year ago, like in a bathroom, I think. It was like over a year ago, and I was way back when I did the Black Widow penthouse for Urban Sims. Wow, that was a roller coaster ride. I still remember how excited I was that got picked to be in her Let's Play. It was crazy. Like, oh my gosh. It was just one of those moments, like, when you kind of participate in the community, it's really nice when, like, somebody in the community notices you and, like, gives back, and I just remember, like, one of those moments. And so now that I'm a little bit of a bigger channel, I do kind of like to try and do that. So yeah, because you can make someone's day. Like, that's the best part about having sort of a internet presence and influence, is you get to make someone's day. You know, you get to be like, hey, look at this person over here who's doing an awesome thing, and it's cool, it's fun. But anyways, we are coming up on the end of this build on the really long ramble. I don't even know what I talked about. I went off the rails, but I hope you guys are all having a really great day. Have a safe flight, future Penelope, home and there. But yeah, I will see you guys all next week. Goodbye! That ending is always so weird to me, but goodbye!